66 million years ago. In less than 24 hours, 75% of all life on Earth was gone. Not over thousands of years, not slowly, not gradually. It happened in a single day. This is exactly how it happened. Earth, 66 million years ago. The Late Cretaceous, a greenhouse planet, no polar ice caps, warm oceans, dense forests stretching from pole to pole. This is the golden age of dinosaurs. Tyrannosaurus rex dominates the food chain in North America. Triceratops roam in massive herds. Armored ankylosaurs graze low vegetation. Raptors hunt in coordinated packs. In the skies, giant reptiles with wingspans as wide as small planes soar overhead. The oceans are even deadlier. Mosasaurs, giant sharks. Marine reptiles longer than school buses. Dinosaurs have ruled this planet for over 160 million years. They've survived volcanic eruptions, climate shifts, sea level changes. Nothing has ever seriously threatened their dominance. Nothing. Until now. Somewhere beyond Mars, a mountain-sized rock is knocked off course. 10 kilometers wide. That's big enough to erase a city, big enough to punch through Earth's crust. It's moving at 20 kilometers per second. That's 45,000 miles per hour. Faster than a rifle bullet. Faster than sound. Faster than escape. If this asteroid were placed over a major city, it would stretch beyond the skyline in every direction. The energy it carries is almost impossible to comprehend. On impact, it will release the equivalent of billions of atomic bombs. There is no slowing down, no burning up in the atmosphere. Earth is about to be hit at full speed. The asteroid strikes what is now the Yucatan Peninsula in Mexico, carving out what we call the Chicxulub crater. The moment it hits, the asteroid and the ground beneath it vaporize. Solid rock turns into plasma. Temperatures spike to over 20,000 degrees Celsius, hotter than the surface of the sun. A fireball expands outward at supersonic speed within seconds. Everything within hundreds of kilometers is simply gone. Not burned, not crushed, erased. The shockwave slams through the Earth, a magnitude 11 earthquake, stronger than anything the planet has experienced before or since. The ground ripples like water. Forests flatten instantly. Dinosaurs dozens of kilometers away are thrown through the air like toys. Within the first minute, the blast has killed nearly every living thing across an entire continent. But this is only the beginning. Minutes after impact, the oceans respond. The asteroid punched through shallow seawater. That water now rushes back in. A tsunami forms, not a wave measured in meters, but in kilometers. Walls of water race across the Gulf of Mexico at highway speeds, tearing coastlines apart. Entire ecosystems vanish beneath the sea. Then the sky starts falling. Millions of tons of molten rock are blasted into space. But gravity always wins. Within hours, that debris begins to rain back down. Each fragment re-enters the atmosphere like a meteor. The sky glows red. The air itself ignites. Across the planet, forests burst into flame simultaneously. Wildfires spread from continent to continent. If a dinosaur somehow survived the blast, if it escaped the tsunami, it now faces a planet-wide firestorm. Ash fills the air. Smoke chokes the skies. Day turns to night. Within days, Earth enters a new phase. The impact injected dust, ash and sulfur into the atmosphere, so much that sunlight can no longer reach the surface. The world goes dark. Temperatures plummet. This is called an impact winter. Similar to nuclear winter, but on a global scale. Photosynthesis collapses. Plants stop growing. Forests die standing. Herbivores starve first, then the predators. Oceans fare no better. Plankton, the base of the marine food web, die off as sunlight disappears. Entire ecosystems unravel. Weeks turn into months, months into years. For large animal, there is nowhere to hide. No food, no warmth, no recovery. By the time the dust finally settles, 3/4 of all species on Earth are gone. The age of dinosaurs is over. And yet, life doesn't end. Some creatures survived the apocalypse, not because they were stronger, but because they were smaller and luckier. Tiny mammals shelter underground in burrows, insulated from heat and fire. They eat insects, seeds, anything they can find. Some birds survive, the only dinosaurs that do, thanks to flight and flexible diets. Crocodiles endure by retreating into rivers and wetlands, able to go months without food. Turtles, frogs, small scavengers. The extinction didn't choose favourites, it selected for adaptability. The world is suddenly empty, and opportunity fills the silence. So how do we know this actually happened? The clues are written into the Earth itself. All over the world, there's a thin rock layer dating to exactly 66 million years ago. It's rich in iridium, a metal rare on Earth, but common in asteroids. In that same layer, scientists find shocked quartz, minerals fractured only by extreme pressure. Then there's the crater. Hidden beneath layers of sediment, Chicxulub matches the exact age, size and energy needed to cause a global extinction. Multiple lines of evidence. One conclusion. The dinosaurs didn't fade away, they were wiped out in a single catastrophic event. The asteroid that ended the age of dinosaurs didn't just bring destruction, it created opportunity. From the ashes of extinction, mammals rose. Eventually, primates, humans, us. If that asteroid had missed Earth by just a little, this channel wouldn't exist. Neither would we. What other prehistoric catastrophe should I explain next? Let me know in the comments, and welcome to Prehistorics Explained.